Hey guys, I'm Tim.
I'm Bob.
I'm Spencer.
I'm Dan.
This is Board Game Rundown. Today we are going to unbox the latest, nice grab, sensation in vintage gaming. We've got HeroQuest,
Yep.
the Hasbro reprint, which
This is the Mythic edition, I think, with all the stuff.
it's actually from what I could tell, this is a just straight up reprint. It's not even in shrink. That's weird.
That is weird.
Did they?
The
Oh,
stickers.
they did the
Oh,
stickers. Oh, curse you,
Yeah.
Hasbro.
No, it's okay. We only
Strike.
paid $8 million for this.
I know. I'm going to go on record. I am not a fan of this new trend.
And it sounds like
not a
it might be.
Why would they do that?
Save on shrink wrap,
Because shrink wrap's that expensive.
I guess.
It's
I don't
bad
know.
for the
It's-
environment.
Sure.
Yeah, you got the other ones
Yeah.
while we
Yep.
are going. So, anyways, HeroQuest is one of the first board games I ever played, like board game proper. Like,
Never played it. Never even seen it.
No, me neither. Well, I've seen it, but I've never played it.
so this is definitely different than the old
Those are minis.
way because
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh my.
It looked nice.
Yeah.
Mostly.
So
Yeah, they look
is
pretty
the art
decent.
updated from the old one, or is this the
No,
same
this
art?
is like
Those
straight up
are-
same
Same
art.
art.
Those are
Nice.
engraved dice. That's
The-
nice.
Oh, they are engraved?
I mean, they definitely feel like it.
See, the goblins are the ones I remember the most. I'm trying to see. They've updated them a little. I thought the minis would be
Hold on.
the way they were kind of advertising
Blase.
it
Mm-hmm.
is that the minis were going to be. They look like they were going to be the exact same ones.
Look at that guy.
Yeah, that's new.
That's not
Oh,
bad.
I love
So
that.
they've definitely.
That guy, that
Oh, it's me.
Balrog.
Are these dice? Are those dice like laser engraved or just printed?
Oh, let's find out.
Because this looks engraved, right? It's got the little.
I said they felt
indentation.
Yeah, they're
engraved.
engraved.
Okay,
They're
okay.
engraved.
Oh, and then the 3D terrain. So this is where you're really paying.
Yeah. This
What you
is
were
a
paying
Mythic
for.
Pledge, I believe, because it says here like Mythic contents. On the...
Feel that thing.
Ooh,
That's got some weight
Yeah.
to it.
This would be great in like other types of tabletop situations.
So you got all these nice doors.
Yeah, I mean, get this if you just want to play D&D.
Yeah.
You got...
Just buy the terrain kit.
I mean,
Great point.
yeah.
so you.
Oh, wow. Those are
I mean, you
cool.
could also just get on
Those little
sprues,
Sprues and stuff for
sprues
that.
of skulls,
To add on to things, they go probably go on
What
like
is that?
spears and
Oh, I see what it
tables
is.
and
weapons racks, tables. There's all kinds
you
of
can hear
awesome
that?
stuff.
Cool.
like
Yeah,
this
that
bookshelf.
thing is-
I bet that's the same way too.
So in HeroQuest, basically one player is gonna go through the book and set up the map as you get to different rooms and you unlock different
That's so
things.
loud.
These are so
He will.
heavy.
The other player, the game master,
okay.
will like lay out the room, right?
Okay.
So like if you're playing Descent, when you go to and open a door and it tells you what
Mm-hmm.
you know how to set up the room, this is like the OG version of that.
But I was gonna say Mansions of Madness, same thing, right? The one person sets all the rooms up and
Not
stuff.
anymore.
Well,
not
not
second
anymore,
edition,
right.
but first edition, yes. So this board looks exactly the same
you remember
as the old board. The Game Master screen looks exactly the same as the original Game Master screen.
Rat.
Little rat.
Nice.
A couple extra heroes in here and some extra monsters.
We got some tokens,
This is really sweet.
quest
I wanna
book.
lose that, so there
Yep.
you go.
Quest
Get a lot
books.
of stuff from this.
These are this was out
So
of here.
I think that's new.
Yeah, this is the new content, right? The
Okay,
Mythic
because I was
stuff.
like, I don't remember that. I remember
Yeah.
like Kevlar's Keep and
Okay.
something like that.
The
but-
Crypt Perpetual Darkness.
But so the game master is going to basically
art.
just show you
Oops.
how the board's laid out, and it tells you where to place goblins and whatnot.
Right.
You
And
know,
then they
another.
play as the bad guys.
Another
Multiple
critters.
scenarios, I'm assuming.
So yeah, there's
Yeah,
a ton
quest
of
packs.
scenarios. Each character sort of plays very standard, right? Like dwarf, barbarian, wizard, cleric.
And this isn't, just paper. This is nice cardboard.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, these are chunky. Like, man, you could
Oh,
get
those are heavy.
so much.
Those are chunky.
with
Chunky.
paint.
Yeah.
Chunky
You
is
could
the word.
paint the hell out of this thing.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
And then there's this weird riser in here. Okay, so there's nothing underneath there, but that is
I love this is game system.
It's always good to check.
that
Oh,
is
it's probably just like a space. So now the Mythic stuff will probably fit in there.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, which would be smart. That'd be great if that's the case.
Yeah, there's Return of the Witch Lord, Keller's Keep. I said Kevlar's Keep, but Keller's Keep
Kevlar.
Oops.
gives you extra maps basically to play out in.
Huh? They got a mini on my bed.
But
Why you're always
I
cranky.
when this was first, so it was announced, and then when they went live with it, I scoffed at the price point.
Yep.
Because I didn't feel like they were giving you anything new.
Well, I mean, they just said on the main page, we're giving you nothing new. It's like basically what they said.
Right, for more than what...
In the Q&A, one of the questions is like, so how much have you upgraded? And they said, this is mainly just the same game.
Yes.
Like, they just answered that.
Right.
They've tweaked out a few... Right, and that was an answer I did not like.
Right.
Not like, oh, I was disappointed. When they announced that they were going to do HeroQuest again, it's like, oh, they're going to update it and make it cool.
Right.
And then when they
Make it cool.
launched it, they're like, no,
Right.
we are not updating it. You're getting the same game you got in
And for the
1992.
price point, that felt very strange.
Correct. Correct.
'Cause you're not paying for any development or, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, you could overpay on the secondary market and get an old
Sure.
HeroQuest, but that would have to just be for nostalgia.
Yep.
Because old HeroQuest, it's like Dan and I's complaint about Dominion right now, right? Like you see the bones of deck building and like where the origins of deck building, and this is the origins of dungeon crawling. And then other games came out and built on these bones and that are better. I don't know that this will be more than a nostalgia piece, which is why I didn't drop all of
That
the money
money.
on it, right? If it was half the price as it was, you would still pay a lot, but I
More
would-
reasonable.
way more reasonable. But I will say I like the slightly updated versions of the miniatures. I mean, they're not like so drastically different, but they're
Sure.
updated enough. These
Terrain, it's really
the
cool.
terrain is great. So the terrain is fantastic. I think they really did a good job with that. I think that there are people way more talented than me
They can do a great
that
job
will
painting
do
it.
a
You could've
fantastic
just-
job
oh,
painting
Could have
it.
just stopped the sentence early.
Yeah. Yep, there will be those people.
Yep.
But, you know, like Spencer said, this Game Master screen is a nice quality. So everything in here is a very good quality. You are getting the card art is the same. I don't know if they've added cards or not, you know what I mean? But again, I think other than the
Mythic
box of new
content.
stuff out of the mythic content, everything looks like I remember it. No,
might-
it's an empty.
You're sure?
It's just a riser. Yes, I pulled it
just a
out and
riser.
nothing is in
Alright.
there. But anyways, so nostalgia factor. I enjoyed the hell out of this game when I was a kid, and it really helped get me into gaming and D&D and things like that.
Sure.
And because you were able to get like equipment for your characters, right? Your heroes, and kind of level them up a little bit and do
Make him stronger.
you know, fun things like that. And so, and this was a game that, you know, I would even just sit around and play by myself, you know, like just line it up and run through the stuff. I mean, you know,
This looks awesome. I mean,
Build
I've never.
maps
What
and
I'm saying is, I've
scenarios
never
and-
played a game like this. You know, like when I played Dragon Strike or whatever, I was like, "This is awesome." Like, I didn't grow up with those.
but they've got stuff for like design your own dungeons even.
That's super cool.
That is
And so like, yeah, like when we played Dragon Strike, I was like, yeah, this is fun, but you know, it's like HeroQuest.
Exactly, and so these kind of things are these kind of like structured D&D things are things that I've never
Sure.
played in
Oh,
my
sure.
life, and so they just seem so cool and efficient to me, and I like that.
Yeah, no, this is, and it's nice that they brought this back. I wish it
Yeah.
would have been cheaper,
Yep.
Right.
but it is really nice that they brought this back.
Right, I'll never have it in my life, but it's
Well,
cool.
I guess because part of me was like, I had access to this when I was a kid,
Right.
and I just don't think that like a lot of kids today would necessarily get access to this. This is now like a grown men playing with toys,
Right.
Yeah.
which is what we
I
do
have
on the
grown-up
show.
money.
I was gonna say, I believe I have a friend who's older than me and still has his original in his closet that he
Wow.
talks about. Like, he's like, that's probably my favorite board game. I was like, when was the last time you played it? And he's like, we don't talk about that. But, you know,
Hey, it's sometimes you got a favorite movie you haven't seen in 20 years, and you're like, when's the last time you watched it?
Don't worry.
I'm gonna leave it pristine in my 20-year-old memory.
I'm not
don't,
like that.
Yeah, don't make me remember all the flaws. I want
Yeah.
only the good parts.
I just
Yeah.
want to remember that I loved
That
it.
happens all the time when I try to show movies nowadays. Like, okay, this was much funnier 20 years ago.
yeah.
That
But-
means it's not as good as you think.
But anyways,
Anyways.
so I mean, this is what HeroQuest looks like.
That's what you get.
This is what you get. As advertised, it looks pretty neat. I'm glad that we have access to a copy. I look forward to playing it and kind of walking down memory lane, and then we could actually probably just review it, you know, based on that, you know, like a real review and not just. But I don't worry
Unlike
about
all
that
our
one.
other
that's
ones.
Because it's just more of the same. It's a box, you know, with another quest book,
Yep.
which is great because for these little small boxes, it gives you like a whole new box of
Like
quests and
campaign,
item cards
basically.
and things like that. And so these
Like a glove.
this was like the first game like with expansions, and I actually got the
right.
expansions and
Hold
everything.
on. Hold on. There's more stuff coming out for the same game?
Well,
Not
this is-
another game.
right.
Yeah, like
Right.
back then. That's
Back
what you were
then.
saying. Yeah.
It's like there's going to be another Indiana Jones movie.
Right.
Yes, please. But yeah, so this is what HeroQuest looks like opened up. Hopefully we've helped some of this, I mean, maybe you've already got it, and good for you. I hope you really like it. I hope it's worth it for you.
This stuff is mind-blowing.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I really want to use this in D&D now.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's so nice.
It's really good. I mean, this is interesting considering that a game like Descent, the 3rd edition, came out and it has the punch-out,
Cardboard assembly stuff.
3D terrain, which 3D terrain is great. This is the nice way to do it, and then Descent is, despite being super expensive, the more cost-effective
Right.
way to do it.
I'll also point out, I guess, for the D&D thing, this is a 10-foot table, and this is a 15-foot fireplace.
There you
So
go.
it won't exactly work.
I think it's a
perfectly.
hearth at that point.
It's a hearth.
15-foot fireplace.
I know there are. It's not exactly standard.
Yeah, it's pretty close, maybe.
It's pretty close.
All right, yeah.
Anyways.
So, anyways, for the board game rundown, I've been Tim.
I've been Bob.
I've been Spencer.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks for checking out the Board Game Rundown. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Share our videos on social media and spread the word. We publish new content weekly, including reviews, unboxing, and Let's Plays. And as always, thanks for watching.